Hello, children. Today I will talk about drawing inferences in a literary texts. So you know that literary texts are stories, poems, or plays. They are not informational pieces. And drawing inferences means you make guesses based on the details that you see in the text. So the author always doesn't say everything. He wants you to do some guesswork about the characters or the plot, and then you will make conclusions and know more than what is written. Let's get ready to draw some inferences. Oh, hello, a beautiful graphic organizer. I'm excited. Let's see. It says text clues. It is what the author says in the story, poem, or play. It is what you already know. So in your life, you already know so many things because you're so smart and you have seen and done things. So you put the two together to make inferences. Let's get to it. How exciting! We have not one, but two stories, and we have the beautiful graphic organizer. Let's start filling some text clues. Let's start with story number one. Text clue. The best thing about the flu is being left alone by the siblings. Where does the author say that in this story? The very first sentence says, the best thing about having the flu was that everyone left me alone. Womp womp. Poor character. The only time he or she can be left alone is when he is sick. Isn't that so sad? Well, that's probably the case for many kids, though. So what do you already know? Siblings can be annoying. I mean, we won't tell your brother or sister, but they can be annoying, right? So this character also has annoying siblings. So let's put these two together to make an inference, which is the narrator rarely gets to be away from the siblings. If the narrator, who is also the main character, has to wait to get the flu to be left alone from the siblings, he or she probably gets too little alone time away from siblings. Yay, we made our first inference! Da 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 da! Time for story number two. The text clue says Megumi's twin is reading well. Let's find out where the author says that in the story. Right here in the first paragraph it says, while her twin was now reading so well, Megumi was stuck. Poor Megumi. This is our text clue. Let's look at what you already know. People often compare siblings. Do you have a sibling? Do people always say, oh, your brother can do so and so, but you can't? Or look at your sister. Can't you be like your sister? Don't people often compare you and your sibling? Yeah, that's something that you already know. So let's put the two together and make an inference, which is Megumi wants to read as well as her sibling. So we know Megumi's twin is reading well. She probably is compared to her sibling, so we can infer that Megumi wants to read as well as her sibling. Megumi does not want to ask for help. She works really hard. Let's find that detail in the passage. She did not want to ask for help. It says so right there in the passage. And then it shows how she works really hard. This whole second paragraph shows Megumi working really hard for her goal. Let's look at what you know. Sometimes you want to show people what you can do. Have you ever had that experience that people don't think you can really do something, but you want to prove them wrong and you do it secretly on your own? Or you work really hard at something to show people that you can do something that they didn't think you could do. But let's put the two together. Let's make our very last inference about the story. Megumi wants to impress her parents. That's probably very right. She does not want to ask for help. She works really hard because her sibling is already reading so well. And the very last sentence is another clue. She cannot wait for Mrs. Blanco to share the news with her parents. Megumi wants to impress her parents. Now you know that based on what the author does not really say, what you already know in your life, and because you are so smart, you can make inferences and you can know more about the story and the characters. And that is, my friends, making inferences in literary texts. We will talk more later. Bye bye.